have this, and I'm live again, I'm gonna come here and I check that I have my two lambda functions. Okay, so right now, let me open lambda here again, lambda, and I see that I have my start and my stop. Okay, they both work. They have been tested already, right? One is to start and one is to stop, right? You can have another one to terminate, but instead of saying stop, just say terminate instances, and that's it. It will terminate the instance, right?
Professor, mine is stopping and not starting. I don't know.
Okay, take a look at the function that you use for stop and just change start to
Yeah,
start.
I did.
Well, it should work because it's the same function, basically.
You want me to share?
Please. Did you terminate the environment?
This one didn't work either. You know, this is the elastic being stalked. This is what it was telling me. I don't know.
But you have so many tabs open. That makes your computer slower.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete some after the class. Thanks.
That's the same error I got, Kenny.
What
I
is
think
it?
I think it had to do with the 3.2.1 because I just pretty much refreshed the page.
Go back because I think this happens when when you're in a different region.
This
From
region
where your
is
instance-
annoying.
It doesn't go back either.
Hit refresh.
Yeah, I mean,
not
refresh it.
back.
So you're in Northern Virginia, so that's where you created your
Guys,
instance.
my advice, my healthy advice, don't fight this default region. So use the one that you have. Don't fight that.
I just want to
So-
change it.
I don't know of any way that you can change the default settings.
I'm trying to mess with it right now and figure it out.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
I mean, it puts me in Oregon, but I'm in Virginia, so
If you
It
want to
must be-
work it, if you want to work in Virginia, you're in Oregon, change
Yep.
every time you create something,
Mhm.
change the region. Change the region to Virginia. That's it.
Okay, Professor.
But changing the default settings, I'm not sure about that.
why would it take you to Oregon when you're in Virginia, though?
Because you're closer to Oregon than North Virginia.
No, I mean, I'm in Northern Virginia.
No, he's not.
I'm in Northern
Uh,
Virginia, but every time
then I don't know, my friend.
Is it
I don't
because
know.
of the latency, Professor? Maybe the latency is kind of.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
Well, Nathan, I think you cannot change it, but you can activate and deactivate the region.
Yeah, you can enable.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that section, but I didn't want to mess with that stuff because
You can. What you mean is you can enable the
Yes.
region.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
the default one is already enabled for you.
well,
there's
for
many
my
default
one-
ones.
let me share my screen
Did
quickly. You can see it.
Wait,
Did
let me finish.
anyone? Hello.
Guys, why don't we take a look at this later?
Okay.
We don't have much time,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
you can discuss this later. Let us do the demonstration because I have to cover another lesson, and on top of that, you need to work by yourselves. So
All I gotta say is I put something in Slack, so if you guys want to check it out, check it out. If not, don't worry.
okay,
So you
Okay,
want me to
guys.
stop sharing, Professor?
yes, please. So let us go ahead and use these lambda functions to stop and start an instance. Right now, my instances are running, so I'm going to stop them at a particular time. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to CloudWatch, right? And CloudWatch, this is when we create my cron job, right? Cron job, like we did in Linux, right? Okay. So now what I have to do is go to here under events. I go to rules, and then you see I will create a rule. Okay. So before it was called CloudWatch Events. Now it's called Amazon Event Bridge. Okay. So a rule, it will invoke targets based on events happening in your AWS environment. The target that we're going to choose here is an AWS Lambda function. Okay. So we're going to schedule a job, right? And instead of using a fixed rate of 5 minutes, we're going to use a cron job. Okay. So right now, we're going to see that this is going to happen every day at, and we need to understand that this is UTC or GTC, and it's a different time. It's like 4 hours or 5 hours ahead of us, right? And this is scheduled in a 24-hour format, right? So there's something that we can take a look at, and I can bring it here, right? So this is a cron expression in AWS, right? So we have minutes from 0 to 59, just like we did in Linux. We have hours, day of the month, day of the week, year, okay? So what we're gonna do first is the minutes. So we're gonna do this every single day at 5 p.m., right? At 5 p.m. So it's gonna be 00, and that's gonna be, that will be 22 at 10 p.m. It's 5 p.m. us in our time. And then it's gonna be every day of the month. And it's gonna be every month. And it's gonna be every day of the week and every year, right? So every day of the week, every year. So as you can see here, it's gonna be Friday at 2:22 GMT. So GMT time right now is 6:47 p.m. What time is it? Well, there are 4 hours difference. There's 4 hours difference. So right now we should go ahead and say probably it's gonna be, well, let's do it at 3. So we're gonna do it at 3. So that should be 3 will be 7 for them. That will be 19. Okay. So that will be a 3 for us. Is that correct? So 3 is 15. No, at least 18, right? Yeah. There are 4 hours difference, not 3 hours difference. So at 3 would be 7 for them, right? And that's going to happen in our time at 3 p.m. Okay, it's 2:48, so we have to move fast. Okay, so right now that we have the time, right? Now we have the time. What we have to do now is choose the target. So the target is going to be an AWS lambda function, as you can see there. It's a lambda function, and it's going to give us the one that we're going to use, and we're going to stop the EC2 instance. So this is what's going to trigger the function, right? So when it gets to this time, it's going to call the function and stop these instances that are running here, right? So now that we have, go ahead.
I think you might want to put 20 o'clock because it's 1949 in London. If you're trying to execute it like now, you might want to put 20.
Well, if you see here, there's 4 different hours different. Okay, it's 6:49. Okay, which is in Eastern Standard Time 2:49. There's 4 hours difference.
So, I thought it was the same as London. My bad.
So here, 7 would be 3 o'clock here, right? Now that we have chosen this guy, we go and configure the rule details, and we're gonna call it start EC2 instances rule, right? So this rule triggers an AWS lambda function, which stops all EC2 instances, all running EC2 instances. At 3 p.m. EST, right? Okay. And then I go ahead and create a rule. That's it. So my rule now is created. It's right here. Okay, I have several. Let me delete this one because I created this way before. Delete. And delete this one too. Okay. Right. So now we're going to create another one that will stop the instance, that we start the instance probably at 3:10, right? 3:10. Okay. So now create another rule. It's going to be a schedule one. This is going to be 10, 19. This, and this, right? Same thing as before, but it's going to be at 3:10. And that's going to be today at 3:10. The target is going to be the function that stops the instance, right? And then we can go ahead and configure the details, right? Same thing, right? Configure the details, and then paste this that I copied before. Did I put stop or start? Stop. I have to start. So what did I do with the other one? Let me check. So this one is start. No, stop. I gave it the wrong name. So actions, edit. Okay, and this one stopped. Oh, I cannot change this. Okay. So let me put this this one here and target stop, and that will be start, right? And now I will create one for stop. So I have to move fast because it's almost a time. So that will be 0, 19, this, and this. Perfect. That's going to be a 3, and the target is going to be the function that stops the instances. Perfect. And here I can say configure details, and here we'll stop the instance, right? And it says stop EC2 instances rule, right? And this is at 3 p.m. That's fine. So I have to edit this one a little bit. So configure details, start, and this one will start the instance at 3:10. Perfect. So now I have the two rules, right? The two rules that automatically are going to first stop the instance at 3 p.m. here, and then at 3:10 is going to start the instances again. And this is something that can be applied to your instances at work, in your business, but probably start at 7 a.m. You start your instances, and you shop instance at 6 p.m. because you think that your instances are not going to be used anymore between 6 p.m. and 7 a.m. the next day. Okay, so you don't have to worry about this.
Professor.
You don't have to worry about this. This is going to be an automatic operation. Yes, go ahead.
Does it work with all instances, or with just some particular ones like reserved instances?
It works with everything.
Okay.
As long as you have the ID, it will do it, right? It will do it, right? So guys, is everybody clear with this? Did you create your rule?
Professor, we will have the lab for this as well, right?
May not. You
Oh.
may not.
Okay.
This is something that I added here.
Yeah, we can just practice it maybe this afternoon or on the weekend.
Yeah, the video is being recorded, right? Right. So this is all about this. So we're just gonna wait until it happens. It should